Wow.
That was real?
Yeah. Was there anybody that you had reached out to that they like backed out that you were disappointed?
It's a Drag Race girl.
Oh.
Just a kiss. Girl.
Oh, mama, that's what she ordered. Now, lay down.
Oh. That's me. That's me right now. So let's watch each other. Okay. Let's learn. We're gonna learn a lot about colors today.
I'll talk to you.
Well, hi, hello. We're having weather.
This weather is disgusting.
It's disgusting. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. We are reshooting our promo photos for season 2 of Beautiful and Bothered. We thought this would be a super fun way to test out a ton of new makeup.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Oh my God, we have the new About Face Foundation, Laura Mercier Foundation and Concealer, brow products from Urban Decay, the new Mario lipsticks.
Yeah, Kaleidos Beauty.
Yes,
stuff
Kaleidos.
I've never tried anything from Kaleidos Beauty before.
It's like an indie brand. Stunning. And we have the new Sephora Collection contour powder that is actually cool tone. Blah, blah, blah. Let's dive in. You start with primer.
Yeah.
All right, we're both moisturized. What are you using?
I was gonna use the Danessa, the Yummy Skin, but this is intriguing me.
Yes, this is the She Glam Good Grip Hydrating Primer. And I love a lot of She Glam stuff. It's refillable. For as cheap as it is, it's gonna be even cheaper to refill.
Yeah, try that out first, I'm curious.
Make me the guinea pig?
Yeah, because I love the Danessa Yummy Skin.
It feels very hydrating, not gripping immediately like the e.l.f. sometimes. The e.l.f. I feel like sometimes is like hard to spread on my face.
Oh, this feels great.
Not as much as e.l.f., but nice.
It smells good too.
It does.
Oh, this has like shimmer in it. So this is the new Fenty Skin Plush Puddin' Intensive Recovery Lip Mask in the Kalahari Melon.
Which we were saying it's our least favorite fragrance.
Yeah, because it smells...
too fake.
Yeah, you said it smells like a lollipop, and it does.
I'm gonna use this. This is incredible. The new Ole Hendrickson Peptide Lip Treatment. This is yours, but I don't know where mine is.
That's mine is yours.
Yeah.
Sister share.
I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Brow Blade. So this isn't specifically new, but they just came out with Slick Day Brow, which is a clear laminating brow gel. And then Big Bush Brows. I don't like it. I don't like it. In the inside of the PR box said,
Do you have a
big bush?
Yeah. Do you have a big bush?
No. Doesn't Trixie rave about these?
Yeah, that's
Girl,
the double-ended one.
I played with this.
What color is this?
I think it's the taupe, I believe. Girl.
Wait.
Danitra Aguilera.
Do I want to use that?
I think you do.
Wow.
So easy.
Dude.
So while Kevin finishes his brows, I'm gonna go in. I have the new Laura Mercier, the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Concealer. So I will say I have very different criteria for a face concealer and a lid concealer. This is definitely more natural. I don't know. I might be happy with this on the lid. I'm excited to use this under the eyes.
I mean, anything is going to be better than the last video we did.
Oh my God. Like, what? Girl, that is skin.
Yeah, no, it really...
Like, that is
beautiful.
skin. It looks like I have nothing on my eyelid.
And
the
your
texture,
lids are like that color, yeah.
Yes, is stunning. All right, the lids are primed. I'm getting excited about this.
I'm gonna hold my feelings to the end because I don't know.
But listen, I'm thinking about the natural girlies. And I'm not necessarily thinking about us, but I'm thinking about the natural girlies.
Selfish.
Yeah, it's not about you. We're helping them, for like regular human beings.
Yeah,
like,
skin.
Mama, that is skin. Like, it looks stunning on the... Okay, so this, I'm super excited to try
Laura
under
Mercier.
the eyes. I know, and we have the Viral Foundation here. Now for eyeshadow, you are going to use...
I might dip into Bottle Blonde for the white from Trixie, and then use the Solid Pink Disco palette too.
Totally. You want to open it up and show them?
No.
You're like Katya.
Oh yeah, Katya. So I'm going to use the Solid Pink Disco. Solid Pink Disco, and then Bottle Blonde, which have you ever played with her regular shadows? Oh my God, like her
I might dip
palettes.
into the white too.
Like that.
Wow.
Bottle Blonde,
Yeah. I'm using this is the Paletopoly by Ace Beauté. Girl, this palette and the shimmers in here are, look at that.
That pink.
If you buy one colorful palette, I've had this for years because it's unbelievable. So you're gonna go pink, I'm gonna go purple. I think I might dip into this peroxide white in the Bottle Blondes, especially that the concealer isn't like crazy full coverage. For me, when I'm doing bold color eyeshadow, I like to have my brow bone highlighted.
And not with shimmer.
No.
Yeah. Wig.
There's, oh my God, there's a color in this called wig with an exclamation mark.
Yeah. This white, like give me a good solid white. When you say that's so gay.
Do you know what you say? We look insane. Look at us on camera. You look like you have white Santa brows. But when we do the color, this is really gonna pop. On the same brush for me, this is like a pinched Morphe brush. I am gonna dip into Friends, which is the like more lavendery medium purple.
I'm gonna dip into Boogie Baby from that palette.
Wow, doesn't this feel a little deja vu-y from the first time we filmed the promos for the podcast?
I know.
I know.
How weird. So January is when you started the podcast.
Yes. January 16th it premiered.
Yeah. Was there anybody that like you had reached out to that they like backed out that you were disappointed?
Yes.
You could believe out their name. Who was it?
No, I think I'll say it because it's not a bad thing. I don't think they did it maliciously. They're just very busy. It's a Drag Race girl, Jan.
Oh my God, wow.
Which, she started following me and I followed her back and then I DM'd her and I was like, yada, yada. And she was like all for it. But then I think she got busy. God only knows. I want to ask her again and like see if she's still free to do it.
Who's like somebody that we could like ideally have on?
Oh God. I mean, I would love to have more Drag Race girls, but I wouldn't even want to have the typical conversation with Drag Race girls. I would want to talk about makeup. Like how, especially the older queens that didn't have YouTube to learn makeup, like to talk to them about what the evolution of their face and how they started to learn stuff and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I'm going to dip into Shoulder Pads, which is this darker purple, and start deepening up my outer corner. And I'm really carving out, like, see how I'm starting to deepen up the crease there? So just take your time.
I love what you do with your eyes.
I love how you do your eye. I wish I could do that with my eyes. I'm not going to blend the edge of this dark purple with the dark purple. I dipped back into Fanny Pack, the lighter purple, with the brush that I put it on. And I'm going to use that to blend out the darker edge. This is called blending color with color.
So I'm taking Frenemy now from the Bottle Blonde. So this like almost like maroon shade in the corner, and that is deepening it out.
And then another little trick. So I'm taking a very, very, very pinched brush and I am dipping into a very light powder foundation. And I'm using that to really buff out my edges way up here. Because if I just keep trying to blend, it's like kind of almost blending into bare skin. And mixing with this powder foundation, it's going to make kind of an in-between color. So then you're getting more of that gradients than if you were...
I'm gonna try that. Learning tricks on the channel.
Learning a lot about colors today. All right, now I'm gonna go into Purple Rain. Look at this. So buttery.
Wow.
And I'm just gonna pack this on the inside of my lid, kind of like a smoky eye. I'm not gonna worry about a cut crease because I think I'm actually going to kind of carve out the crease with a liquid eyeshadow.
I feel like it's not going the direction I want right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna press the Nabla pressed glitters. I'm gonna MAC Fix Plus my eyes. Ooh, bitch.
If my makeup is not a visual representation of how I feel right now, I don't know why sometimes I go in with such a vision and then it just like doesn't flop. Right, how am I gonna fix this?
And we're back.
And we're back.
So we got to take a little break for Kevin's mental breakdown. I think you have a tear right there.
So yeah, I completely had a little bit of a breakdown and I wiped off my whole look. Johnny was like, it's okay, take your time. We have time. Because the ones that I started with were a little too peach.
This was the culprit. So this bad girl right here, it was making everything too warm. So he went in with a light baby cool tone pink for the first, then a medium pink, a dark pink on the outside, and then we bolted glitter on the lid. But it was just that warmth was not the gig.
It was not it. And it was turning everything almost like reddy and orangey. And I was like, ooh, this is not it. And it was just looking like a blot. Yeah. So yeah, here we are.
So we got there.
We got there eventually.
I am going in with the new Laura Mercier. This is the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. So this is the one that went super viral on TikTok. Glamzilla tried it.
Her skin looks incredible.
Oh, I know. Well, she doesn't have a pore. So that's why I'm excited to try this to see how it looks on texture. And then you're trying...
I'm going to try the new About Face Performer Foundation. I like pumps usually. So this is a doe foot, like a giant doe foot applicator. So I don't
Not my favorite with foundations.
I love the packaging and everything. It feels like their liquid eyeshadow is just big. I mean, I will say this does deposit like a lot of product.
All right, girl. God, I'm so excited to try this. Wow, it's a very thin formula. And I feel like even though it blends out thin, this Laura is pigmented.
Wow, yeah, this looks like skin. This about face.
Yeah, I tried the about face once, like for guy makeup, wearing it all night, like no creasing in my forehead after a couple hours. Like it was very nice.
Yeah, because I'm almost going to take this under my eye a little bit as like a pre-concealer. Truly a skin-like satin finish on the skin, because you could tell I still have like a little bit of radiance.
Yes.
But it's not overly glowy.
I know.
Because if you liked this.
Yes.
And you get oily throughout the day.
Yes.
Like, and you feel like it didn't settle and everything. How do you feel about the Laura so far? Because it looks great.
I'm living. Like living.
Skin.
It's like the concealer, it looks like skin.
Yeah.
And when it goes on, it has a dewiness, but then you can tell it dries down into a really like, just like the concealer, like skin. And it's very thin, but it's pigmented. Like the beauty of this Laura, I feel like right out of the gate is like, because it is so thin, don't have to use a lot at all. But it like emulsifies and spreads like butter.
It kind of reminds me of About Face too, where it's like that satin skin-like finish.
Yes.
But I feel like these foundations that dry down like this will work on so many different skin types. Like I'm more dry and this looks great and I love that. But if you were wearing it too and you get more oily, same thing with the Laura, like when it goes on and it truly is a satin finish without a sheen to it, there's no shimmer in this. It's the actual formula that dries down. That's where it doesn't settle in all the lines throughout the night. So great for mature skin, both of these.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see how the Laura wears, because I feel like I have more forehead lines for mine to settle. You don't have as many nooks and crannies.
I love that my skin still looks genuinely real. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of foundation. And same thing with you though.
God, if this wears well, I am gonna be, is the Laura Mercier foundation gonna be my favorite foundation? Like if this wears as good as the Dior, nothing is dethroned Dior yet. When we're done with this, we're probably gonna like eat dinner and then we're gonna shoot the campaign images. So I'll be able to tell you how it wears. I'll put the wear in the description. Bitch.
I love it. Your skin looks amazing. Dare I say that it almost looks better than the Dior?
I know. It looks like I have nothing on.
Your skin looks great.
Holy shit.
Are you going to let the concealer dry down before you blend it out?
Oh, so we were saying we never do this. I don't understand people that put their concealer on and then like cook dinner, then blend it out. But with this Laura concealer, I had it on my hand, letting it sit there. Then when I went to blend it, it still blended like a dream, but I almost felt like it was giving a little bit more coverage. So I feel like we can let this sit for a second. All right.
Tiptoe.
It feels sacrilegious to let it like sit on my skin.
I do have Natasha Denona on deck.
She is waiting in the wings. Yeah. All right, I can't let it sit.
Okay, no, you're making me nervous.
I would use a brush with this concealer, correct? Because it's very thin.
Very thin, and a beauty blender is gonna
suck her up. And I'm seeing now on my nose, because nothing ever sticks. I'm hoping the concealer looks as good as the foundation did on my nose. I can't describe it. It almost it's so thin, but the pigment is amazing. It lays down like a dream and then becomes one with your skin.
Like I feel like all of my texture is like smoothed out. Everything looks so radiant yet seamless. I don't know how to describe that. Like it really does look great. So now, I mean, the true test, I always feel like concealer really looks different once you set it. So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia loose setting powder.
I'm going to go in with Huda.
Okay, so now that you've set your concealer, what are your thoughts?
I still like it. What about you?
I don't know if I love it.
Okay, what are you seeing?
If it was a touch more coverage,
yes,
I think I would really be so on board with this.
Okay, she a little too sheer for you?
I'm nitpicking at this point because it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful formula. I would definitely honestly put this in my rotation.
But I think when there's that, we always say it, when you have the Natasha,
it's kind of doing what this does with that coverage that I already love. So what
exactly? So it's basically the Natasha but lighter coverage.
Exactly. So I think this is great for somebody that wants the Natasha, but maybe it's too full coverage.
Doesn't want drag concealer. Exactly.
Right. And maybe the Natasha is a little bit too much for every single day. I do think that this is good for everybody, including more mature skin that you want that medium coverage. Like the NYX Serum Concealer.
I think this dries down a little nicer than the NYX. Like like there's and I hate to use this because I don't really think anything is this, but there's like a self-setting attribute about this Laura that I think NYX doesn't have. I took a little bit of my Trixie bronzing stick in Sunset Tina.
I'm going to do the same thing with Sunny Bunny.
I'm just going to set the rest of my face with my Huda.
So I'm going with my Anastasia still and just gently setting. And then I take my She Glam foundation powder, which clearly is well loved. And like press this right into the skin.
All right. Look at the nose. Nice and snatched. We have two Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio in medium and light. but we loved how cool tone. And we have the Sephora Collection Contour Powder. I first am just gonna do a little bit of the House Labs bronzer just to reinforce that. This is in level 6.
I have the level 2, which clearly, I mean...
Oh my God, yeah.
Wow, you use level 6?
Yeah, you know why? Because it's not that deep, because there's still so many darker than this. It's just a little more cool tone. So I felt like it wouldn't be too orangey on me, being so cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I am excited. I want to use the Sephora Collection.
I'm a little nervous.
Mama, because she is gray. Whenever you're going in with contour like this, less is more, tap it off. I am really gonna tuck her underneath here.
I'm gonna try the Kaleidos in light, and I think I'm gonna just take that middle shade. Wow.
Wow.
You can already tell like this has so much more depth.
Totally.
I will say the more I'm like going in with powders, the more I'm seeing like a separation.
I agree with you. Out of the gate, I'm liking the foundation better than the concealer from Laura.
Yeah, I love that these Kaleidos Beauty too. The highlight in here is matte. And it's brightening. Like it's actually like a great brightening shade. Like you can actually tell it's gonna do something. I'm gonna see if it actually fixes where my concealer is kind of breaking up.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah. Like, do you see how it just kind of like melted that all back together?
Wow.
Okay.
And I never use powders like that in contour things, right?
No.
No. To be a light powder like that over such sensitive areas like concealer, etc., need to be like signed, sealed, delivered, tried and true.
Kaleidos, the highlight, really just took that area where it was a little iffy and really just kind of brought it back. Like the texture.
Wow, your under eyes look beautiful. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Because I never use.
Never.
And you know what I hate too? They look matte and then you go in and hello.
I know. And they're normally so like dusty, you know?
Yeah. This is like the perfect tone.
Like it's almost like a beautiful like powder foundation.
The powder foundation in this formula, I would love. I mean, which is like She Glam.
But you know what? This is like not as heavy because it's not a powder foundation. You know what I mean?
Not as much like of a pigment backing. It's more of like a...
Like I'm using this to clean up places I would use my powder foundation, but it looks like lighter.
Yeah.
Like I'm using this to airbrush all the edges.
Amazing.
Airbrushed. So my God, Kaleidos and Sephora Collection. This was great too.
Hits.
Yeah. All right, so we have no new blushes, but these are kind of new to me. I was late to the game. I was influenced by Kevin on our podcast episode. I'm using Lavender Blondes.
And I'm going to use Dragon Fruit Days. And I love taking this on the Trixie brush, the P11, because it like is that perfect, like almost like domed. Just like it packs on the blush so perfectly. Like, are we kidding? Kind of wrapping it up here.
Stunning.
So it gives me a little bit more of like that stretch of color. Oh my God. Because it's just enough pink in this color to not make it too much of a berry. Wow. Oh.
This is the kind of blush you just want to pound on.
I do. I
know.
Literally want to like just
Trixie.
keep putting Yeah, and I love it, especially with the pink in the eye, wrapping it around more.
That is ridiculous.
Wrapping it to this and just giving you more of like that artsy like...
Well...
I could sit here and put blush on all day.
I could sit here and do my makeup all day. I feel so...
Oh my God.
There's no better feeling than this.
Especially when you're feeling it.
Oh, I feel like a Disney villain.
If I didn't switch my eyeshadow.
Oh, you would have been. That's why I was like, wipe it off, start over. We got nowhere to be. We're just taking our photos. You got to feel good.
I would have been cranky. Cranky, boom!
Yeah. I want to dip in a little.
Please, it's yours.
Yeah. I would like to use my own blush.
As you should.
Just a kiss. Girl.
Wow.
Look at me on that monitor. Look at me in drag.
Yeah. Like, look at me. I've never put blush on before.
Yeah. Oh. Kevin. I can't. Very quickly take my Huda powder.
That always scares me. I've never done it.
Oh, you talk about snatched. I do all heavy contour on my brows up here. So see how it gets so much deeper and darker over here?
Yeah.
When you dust that away, it's literally, look at that. It's face tape.
I'm going to try.
Can I do it?
Mother?
You've never done this?
No.
Girl, you're gonna goon. Like, look at you.
You can't tell me anything already.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I almost want to leave it.
Yes. I'm going to use the Trixie Cosmetics, the Trixie Sticks. So these are unbelievable. There is Beep Beep, which is pinker And then Toot Toot is the silver. This was very pink, so this one I feel like didn't sell out because people were afraid of it. But when I tell you, not oily or weird at all, that this is gonna like move or mess up your foundation.
It makes me nervous going over powder, but like this makes me nervous though.
Oh, Mary, look at that. You get the same blinding highlight, but the blindingness is coming from moisture rather than powder. Yeah. So I actually feel like these end up looking more natural. I know. Did you add a little of this?
I did.
I know. So did I when I did the other one. Yep.
That caught me off guard, turning like,
That's me. That's me right now.
Girl. Are you putting highlight over this? Rare Beauty.
Why not? Yeah, what shade is this?
Mesmerize.
This is the Rare Beauty.
Wow. Oh my God.
That was real?
Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh my God.
Wow. We are going to finish our under eyes. Nothing special. I'm going to do a purple and a darker purple on the outside half.
Pink and pink.
There you go. Yeah. So we'll be right back to finish brows and lips.
I think I want to do a green lip.
We just ate dinner. We've had this makeup on for quite some time.
Yeah.
But before we give you our final thoughts, this is the Slick Day Brow. This is the clear brow gel from Urban Decay. Did you use this one?
I did. And I'm almost happy I put it on earlier. So now
you can see how
I know what it feels like dry.
Okay. How does it dry down?
So it doesn't dry down.
Why'd you let me put it on? You're like, I put it on 20 minutes ago and it's garbage, so I wanted you to put it on.
Well, because it's interesting, because Rare Beauty doesn't get crunchy either. I should say it's not crunchy, but I will say there's so much mobility to my brow hairs.
Okay, too much mobility.
Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's not enough. It didn't ruin my brows, but I feel like, what did it do for them?
We are going to do lippy. We're both using, this is from Jean-Luc Cosmetics, indie brand, amazing. This is the lip liner in Mother Pucka. And then we're both going to use 2 new of the Mario Satin Cream lipsticks. Yes. Beautiful packaging, magnetic.
I love the packaging of like the all black with like the chrome. Oh my
Stunning.
God. Those are my vibrating panties.
Oh God. Come on! Ew, that noise.
Fucking Lola.
Lola, yeah. I'm using the shade Midtown, which is the lightest of the nudes.
I'm using the shade South Shore.
That is a tongue twister.
Lot to say.
That's Midtown. That's the latest nude. And then South Shore is there. I want to watch you put on your lips because I always love the way you ombre and I feel like I don't do it as well. So I need to watch your technique.
I disagree. I like the way you do it.
What? No, you're the king of lips to me.
No, I disagree. I've always disagreed with you. I've always liked the way.
I didn't know.
I had no idea that you disagreed.
I've always fucking hated you. Yeah. No, I had no idea.
Yeah, because I've always liked the way you ombre because you always have such control over lip liner, middle, and then when you do the Burberry in the middle, that's always something that like you do so well and flawlessly that I've tried to do it on myself and I'm like, oh, it doesn't look like the same.
So let's watch each other. Okay. Let's learn. We're going to learn a lot about colors today.
I'll do to you. So I go like in
just pile it on.
Yeah, I literally just like
in the middle.
I don't worry about the edges yet.
Okay.
Press to the top and then I really do.
Okay, so you don't touch the lip liner.
No, that's the key.
Okay, I think that's my problem. It'll go there. Yeah.
It'll naturally, a cream formula will start to like kind of rise the more you press your lips together. So I always do the middle, never touch the liner, and now do the top middle. Oh, I love that color.
Girl.
Yeah, like this is pretty, but yeah, I feel like I want to lighten mine up.
See, that was my thing about South Shore. It's not as much of a contrast between the lip liner. I'd rather go a little bit deeper with the lip liner and then blend. This formula is amazing. It feels so nice. Like, it feels like I have nothing on.
It really,
like, you know how your lips with the satin formula feels like slippery? It feels like you're wearing a matte, even though it has the shine to it.
I gotta point something out. Is your brow green anywhere? Look at my brow because of that ink pen.
Like, it looks like a tarnished penny.
Yeah.
Look real, like, close to my brow.
Green.
Girl, look at the insides of your brow. Ew, it looks like a weathered penny. Girl, look at the 90s lip. I changed this. I paired it with the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in Endless Cacao. To add that 90s vibe.
Yeah, I love the cooler tone lip liner on you. Do you have a white gloss?
We have to stop this video at some point. We just keep adding shit.
Like the buxom, gin fizz.
White Russian.
I mean, if you goop it out 3 times and then you pick it up, then that's enough gloss.
You're disgusting. So I gotta
goop it 3 times.
White Russian is Kevin's like...
tea. Goop it 3 times. Scoop it all
out. Okay.
All of it. Oh, mama, that's what she ordered. Yeah, now, lay down. I'm so excited. I've never seen you. Oh, yeah. That's the shit right there.
Ooh.
Goopy goopy 3 times and then...
Wow.
Yeah, and it looks like glass on your lips.
All right, guys, we have to wrap up this video eventually or we could play with our makeup forever. Newness. Let's power through this.
Yeah.
Laura Mercier foundation, fucking incredible.
About face, incredible.
Girl, we've had this on now for hours and
Love
by
this.
far when we do our makeup all the time for the podcast, whatever, my forehead's creasing like crazy. I've had this on for hours and literally my forehead lines, look. There is no settling or creasing. This is one of those foundations, it gets nicer as you wear it. Like it starts to warm up because of that self-setting aspect. Yeah. It almost has that like powder dry down even without powdering it. And then as you wear it and it heats up on the skin, it starts to get a little like dewy, but I'm not getting shiny.
I love the About Face. I love it that it stayed skin-like. It still looks like my skin. It's breathable. It's enough coverage. Yes. I think it's amazing.
I will say too, there's a lot of skincare ingredients in this.
Ooh,
like
okay.
20, like this is packed full of good ingredients. So check that out.
Concealer,
yeah, we were talking about it, and here's the tea. This would be a pass for you.
Yeah.
This would be a purchase for me because it's a serum concealer. It's like if the NYX Serum Concealer and the Natasha Denona had a baby. For someone with oily skin who I'd never put concealer anywhere but my under eyes because it looks so heavy and I get so shiny. This has that same liquid to powder almost dry down. Is this what I'm gonna reach for my under eyes when I'm doing full glam? No. I'm gonna reach for my Natasha Denona. Yeah. However, if you're a normal person that just wants boop, 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 blend this out and it would look very pretty with a little bit, but I think it's an everyday concealer.
Yeah, this isn't for like full glam. If I'm wearing makeup, it's usually full glam.
Of course.
The primer, She Glam Primer.
Not worth it.
I don't think really notice anything different about my skin.
Like I felt like I might as well have just put moisturizer on.
Don't impress me much. These were a superstar Kaleidos Beauty.
The shock of the video.
Symphony Contour Trios. Between the light shade being, first of all, matte, no shine.
Stunning.
The contour in the middle, and then this warmer bronze.
Yeah, breathtaking.
Breathtaking, all 3.
I have never used this kind of a shade in these palettes in my entire life.
Ever. So I am like floored. And even with the medium palette, because we both use light with the medium, even that peach highlight. I mean, honestly, this is so beautiful.
This was nice, but I would go with that over this.
Kaleidos Beauty, yeah.
Because why not get 3? Yeah.
And it's very compact, good for makeup bag.
Beautiful packaging.
Yeah, I love it.
Mario lips, beautiful.
Stunning. Yeah, I do love South Shore, but not for this liner, not this look.
Totally.
But Midtown was stunning. But the formula, more importantly, the formula overall, no matter what color you pick, stunning, full coverage. Again, like you said before, it doesn't feel oily or greasy.
No.
And it's super hydrating, gives you that beautiful satin finish, but it's not sliding around. The Trixie Cosmetics, the highlighting sticks, these are stunning. And I mean, look at them on
That's
both
what I mean.
of us.
They dry down like a powder. Urban Decay, it's gonna be a pass for both. The brow gel, as you said, it doesn't hold the way the Rare Beauty does. Like the Rare Beauty, they're not going anywhere. Yeah. I could feel the dry down. Okay, we were ranting and raving about this. To use this was beautiful.
Amazing.
And maybe this is only the case for Taupe Trap. Our brows are green. It didn't go on green. It's turning green like a tarnished penny. It's gonna be a pass for both Urban Decays. Stick with your Rare Beauty brow pencil because that's still the GOAT. Guys, this was so fun. We are gonna go take our new promo photos for season 2 of Beautiful and Bothered. Let us know down in the comments any of this stuff that you would try or any new stuff that you have tried that you want us to try. Wherever you are, we hope you are happy, safe, and healthy. And remember,
you are beautiful.
Bye.
Bye.